information about this event and other ways to get involved by visiting the county website. And that concludes my report, Deputy Director Nara.
Thank you. Commissioner Kenny?
Nothing to say, Deputy Director Nara.
Commissioner Koppel?
Thank you, Deputy Director. The Emergency Rental Assistance Program. Tonight I would like to give an update on Middlesex County Emergency Rental Assistance Program. In 2021, Middlesex County was awarded over $24 million as part of the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2020. These funds were to be used to aid Middlesex County residents who required assistance paying their monthly rent and utilities due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The initial payments were issued in July of 2021. To date, we have conducted over 40 rounds and issued 2,055 payments to residents. $20.2 million was paid directly for monthly rent and $1.4 million in utility payments for a total of $21.6 million. This program will remain open until all funds are depleted. Residents are interested in applying for assistance should call 609-490-4550. Thank you very much, Director. That was my report.
Thank you, and I have a report from the Medical Examiner's Office. The Middlesex Regional Medical Examiner's Office, NRMEO, was just approved for continued accreditation by the National Association of Medical Examiners, otherwise known as NAME, for the third year of a four-year accreditation cycle. NRMEO provides death investigation and forensic pathology services to approximately 1.87 million residents of Middlesex, Monmouth, and Mercer counties, making it the second largest regional office in New Jersey. NAME accreditation is an external benchmark of quality that allows all stakeholders served by MRMEO to feel confident that investigations performed by MRMEO meet peer-reviewed standards in forensic pathology and medico-legal death investigation. The accreditation process involves a thorough review of policies and procedures, facilities, and staffing to make sure they meet minimum standards, followed by a day-long on-site inspection. MRMEO was initially awarded full accreditation in February 2020 and is currently the only office in New Jersey and one of only 76 offices in the United States to be fully accredited by NAME. So I definitely want to give all the staff from the Medical Examiner's Office kudos for their hard work. And that's the end of our reports. Mr. Kelso, are there any resolutions to be added?
There are none.
Any resolutions to be amended?
There are none.
Any resolutions to be held?
There are none.
Any resolutions to be voided?
There are none.
All right, at this time, I'm going to open the public discussion on resolutions listed on this agenda only. Please approach the mic, and if you could give us your name and address, and you have 5 minutes.
Thank you, Commissioners. Charlie Craddockville from New Brunswick. I'm the editor of New Brunswick Today. There's only one item I wanted to ask about is 156 on page 3. Significant sum, better part of $1 million, $874,000 for frequent vendor that the county's used, Osgood Group. Can you tell me what is this for, and how do you justify such a major expense?
Charlie, I would just note that the resolution is not awarding the contract, it's just amending the date.
The contract is specific to the accreditation of the historic work that's being done on the North side. And clearly, I don't know if you want to add anything to it, but we retained the Osgood Group to help with the accreditation of the artists in Middlesex County. It's probably a 24-month effort. But it's critical in order to be able to attract the type of
forgive me if I missed it, but when you talk about accreditation, who's doing the accrediting? Who are we seeking accreditation from?
I'll get the information. I believe it's the, I'm not sure, I don't have the name with me, but it's a national organization that's doing the accreditation. I can get that information here, I just don't recall the name of it.
Okay.
I
And
believe
The accreditation is being done by this Smithsonian type of accreditation. It's a very prestigious national accreditation that brings the village into the National Register of Museums, and it really draws a lot of opportunity for funding, and it really showcases the county nationally, and this accreditation is what the Smithsonian has and many of the other prestigious organizations have, and that's really like a golden star in our portfolio to be able to host a site of that such.
And again, the intent is to help us to make sure we put together all the necessary conditions to demonstrate our ability to be certified in the things that we're doing today. So it's a highly recognized accreditation by the Smithsonian.
so again, forgive me if I missed it, but I still haven't heard the name of the organization doing the accrediting.
It's part of the Smithsonian Institute, but we can get you the exact name for that.
Okay, because I heard Smithsonian type. I'm not clear on who's actually doing the accrediting. Is this something that Smithsonian has or Smithsonian does? And at any rate, I just
I'll provide you backup information associated with it as well.
yeah, so I understand Osgood Group's already gotten hundreds of thousands of dollars from county taxpayers, and this is another 874. Again, as Mr. Kelso pointed out, not being approved tonight, but a total value for them for this one contract for that amount. And I'd just like the commissioners to think about how many how many buses we'd be able to put on the road to service New Brunswick needs, or how many nights we could have code blue warming centers open with that amount of money, and to spend almost $1 million pursuing an accreditation that the details still to me seem vague 2 years into it. Doesn't strike me as what should be a priority, but I know there's experts working on it. I just hope that the county will take the same approach to some of those other issues that I brought up at this microphone, and put resources to back up the needs that New Brunswick residents have. Thank you.
Charlie, the only other thing I'm going to add to that is that part of this is, as Mr. Amgen was saying, if we get this particular accreditation, that's going to be able to draw in a lot more funds from grants, whether they're state or federal, and especially federal. So in some ways, this contract award, it's hoped that those grant fundings can also go to reducing what we actually spent to do the accreditation. So I just put that out there, okay?
I appreciate it. I think more information is needed. Thank you.
Sure, we'll make that available to you. Anyone else like to comment on any resolution? No?
Close the public portion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Aye. All right. So, are there any items to be removed from the consent agenda and voted separately, other than mine? All right. So, I need to have 23-160R removed and voted separately.
Thank you, Deputy Director. A motion would then be in order to adopt the consent agenda consisting of resolution numbers 23-152 through resolution 23-187, excluding resolution 23-160 to be voted upon separately.
May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second. Roll call?
County Commissioner Escobar Barber?
Yes.
County
Yes.
Commissioner Kenny? County Commissioner
Yes.
Popples? County Commissioner Deputy Director Nara?
Present, but it's, oh, no, yes, I'm sorry.
Now it would be appropriate to consider the resolution excluded by Deputy Director Nara, and that's resolution 23-160.
So moved.
Second.
County Commissioner Escobar Barber?
Yes.
County
Yes.
Commissioner Kenny? County Commissioner
Yes.
Popples? County Commissioner Deputy Director Nara?
This one I'm present but abstaining. And now, is there, I'm going to open the floor to discussion from the public? Once again, your name and your address, and you have 5 minutes.
Good evening. Once again, Charles Prattville from New Brunswick. And I want to speak from the heart. Forgive me, I was late. I'm not sure if it's been addressed already, but I think you're probably all aware of the tragedy in Sayreville, where a young life was cut way too short. And I just wanted to speak about Councilwoman Eunice Jumford, who I got to know over the past year, opposing the power plant and working with her governing body to pass a resolution against it. And I wanted to say that she was a truly enthusiastic public servant who just spread joy every time I saw her. And she had great potential, and people in Sayreville really valued her leadership. And I just wanted to say to everybody listening that she was a great person and will be no doubt missed by many, many people around the county and beyond. And just wanted to encourage all of us, you and me, to be more like her and enthusiastically do the work for the people. She set a great example, and may she rest in peace. Deepest condolences to her loved ones, and thank you for hearing me out.
Thank you for your remarks, Charlie. I'm sure we all appreciated them, and her family and friends, I'm sure, will be appreciative of those. Is there anyone else who'd like to speak in public forum?
Motion to close public portion.
Second.
Roll call. Oh, this is the voice vote. All those in favor? Aye. And is there a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Voice vote?
Aye.
All those in favor? Aye. Thank you. Meeting adjourned.